Good morning. Today is Tuesday, December 9th, 2025. This is season 2, episode 23. My name is Addie and welcome to Addie's Cross and Quilts. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you see. You subscribe and do all the YouTube things. If you're a returning viewer, subscriber, hi, welcome. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the love. As you can see, I am not in my usual place. I am at my daughter's home and we are trying something new. We are still trying to unpack her apartment. She just moved in and you know, I'm still trying to find a little space to thing. There is snow in the ground, so it snowed. I'm here in North Carolina and it snowed and I'm trying to stay warm, first of all. Second of all, I have so much in store to you. My head is all over the place and I'm so sorry. You know, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm all over the place. Half the time I don't know what I'm saying. The other half of the time, I don't know what my thoughts are because I squirrel and I'm all over the place. Let me bring myself back in. I have a lot in store for you. I have Jingle Ball recap. I have a SAF. I have some starts. I have to tell you about my failed plans. And you know what? I have whatever. I put on some headphones to see if I don't sound like I'm mumbling, because sometimes I sound like I'm mumbling. And let's see how this sounds and we'll go from there. So this might be a long one. Grab a drink, but I'm giving you my disclosure. I don't know what's gonna come out of my mouth, so drink at your own discretion. First of all, this is a little bit about me, documenting my crafting journey. And I hope that by my sharing my documenting journey, which I decided to document my crafting journey just to leave a little bit about me so that I'm hoping that my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren in the future can be able to see. I am blessed to have 4 children. All 4 of them serve in the military. I am blessed to have 2 grandchildren. One of them is 7, one of them is 4. And my grandbabies are currently living in Japan. And because of that, you know, I'm hoping that they can eventually get to know who their grandma is, who their abuelita or bita, like they call me, who their bita is through my crafting. Yes, I get to video call them. Yes, I get to speak to them, but I also, you know, don't have them here sitting with me so I can show them, you know, my cross stitching or my quilting. So I'm hoping that by my documenting my crafting, they can learn and get to know who Bita was. So as I'm documenting, I'm sharing with you so that, you know, you can get to know who Bita is also, or Adi. Anyway, I'm also hoping that as I share my crafting journey with you, I can encourage, inspire, and enable you to create something beautiful. And that's basically a little bit about me and my crazy chaos in my brain. I think when I hit menopause, my ADHD brain came out, so I can be a little bit of a squirrel, and I'm hoping that I can bring myself back in. But you know, you never know. Like I said, I don't know what comes out of my brains, out of my mouth. If you've been following me for a while, you can guess what my favorite color is, purple, and that's basically what I wear. My hair is purple, my nails are purple, that's all I wear. I do like other colors, but purple is what I wear. Yeah, so I'm purplicious, can you tell? I don't have any Christmas decorations because it's too cold for me to go outside and go to the store and pick up, you know, something cute for Christmas. So if I can find, you know, if I can get to go out, then I'll go out and get something cute to put in my hair for Christmas. So where do I start? I don't know if to start with the Jingle Ball or if to start with what I've done. Okay, let me start with my my starts and stuff like that. And then when you get tired of me talking, then when you finish, then I can so I have a SAF. It is from Primrose Cottage. This is when I had done the sip and start for 2024. It is on a 20. I had bought the kit, so I had everything. I think I shared it last year with it. It's on a the 2024 Sip and Stitch Home for the Holidays release. And I had done the, I'm trying to not sure, I had done, well, I guess I could just put it here since I stitched this on a 25 count Witchell Mushroom Nagana, and it's a start and a finish. And this is how it came out. It's so cute, huh? So I did 2 over 2, and I am going to make it a little pillow. I think that's how they have it done. They sent me this. Was they sent, you know, when I had bought the little kit, it came with the finish kit, you know, finishing kit. So yeah, so I'm most likely gonna do it just as they suggested. And then so that's that. And then I'm gonna keep this other start. I did have another start, but I'm gonna keep it till I get into the Christmas part of the 12 weeks of Christmas spin, because I had to use it as a substitute. So I'll explain later there. My next start is my Brenda Gervais with a needle and thread. It's called Quaker Snippets. I am so in love with this. Of course, I did my own color conversion. I did a combination of Mauve Silk. I don't even know if I shared this earlier or not. Like, I am so lost. I don't even remember if I shared this or not. But I did a combination of Mauve Silk and Weeks Dye Works, because I did use moss, and I did use avocado. Sorry, I did use avocado, and I used I forgot that this is another Mauve Sail. I forgot the name, the color of this one from Mauve Sail. So I mean, if anybody is interested in the colors that I use, let me know, and I'll be more than happy to share it with you. And I am stitching this on an 18 count Ada color ivory, and for the first time I did 2 over 2 on an 18 count, and I'm not sure if I like it, but since I had started 2 over 2, I said I'll continue doing it 2 over 2, and we'll go from there. You know, I think I'm gonna go back to 1 over 1 on 18, but this is how much I've done, and I am loving this. This is gorgeous. Look how beautiful these Quakers are. So I'm trying to do color completion, so I have to finish the blue, and then once I'm done with the blue, then I'm gonna do the white, and once I do the white, I'll be finished with it. So I just got this blue. I have to do one of these here, and then once I do this, then I have to finish it with the whites. So I'm almost done I'm almost finished with this. I'm hoping I finish it today. I'm really hoping I finish it today. But it's so cute. I'm really liking this. So 2 over 2, 18 count, Ada ivory. I'm using a combination of Mauve Sail Silk, because you know I have an addiction to Mauve Sail Silk, Weeks and DMC, and yeah. So that is that for my start for this one. And then my other, you know when they say plans are made to be changed and all of that stuff. So yours truly had the intent and the plans, and the road to hell is paved with good intentions. I had all the plans to go to stitch one of these a day. So I was like, on day one, I'm gonna stitch day one. On day two, I'm gonna stitch, of the first day of December, the second day. Although after I did some research, I realized that the 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas Day and end on January, I think it's 12 days after Christmas. I didn't realize that, because if you do your research, the 12 days of Christmas start on Christmas Day. So anyway, but I was like, I'm gonna do this from December 1st to December 12th because I wanted to do these. And I started strong. My people, I started very strong. I started day one. So here's day one. I don't know if we want to do this a start and a finish, because I'm going to cut them down and do them. I just had this yard of black Aida, 14 black Aida, 2/2. And I was like, I don't want to cut it up. So I'm just going to do them, and then I'll cut them when I'm ready to finish them. So I started strong. So this is day one. And the only color variation I did was I used 14 count. I used gold Kreinik for the number one, for the numbers. Everything else is the same color. So this is day one, and then this is, and I'm doing, Dawn from the Enchanted Stitches and I had the same idea. We chatted about it, we talked about it. She's doing this on a 16 count. I'm doing this on a navy, and I'm doing this on a 14 count Aida black. So this is day two. This is day three. They're pretty, right? Look how cute these stockings are. I mean, look how gorgeous. She's strong, like she's going strong. She's, I think, on day, what's today? Today's the 9th. She's on day 9, like she's going strong. I'm not. So look how beautiful the day 3 is. And then I got to day 4 and then I got bored. So this is day 4. I am loving it. I am gonna work on it. I'm gonna try to see if I can work on it today. But yeah, so I tried. Like, I'm not saying I quit. I don't quit, but there's always next year Christmas, right? If I don't get to finish it, there's always next year Christmas. Which I'm excited about, because I can always work on them throughout the year if I don't get to finish it by, because I'm still going to pick it up and stitch on it. But this is something, it's an experience that I'm enjoying. I picked up these from Hobby Lobby, and that's what I'm using. I picked these up from Hobby Lobby, and that is what I'm using. And of course, the Kreinik I'm using is number 2. So that's what I'm using. Number 2. Yep. But I am in love with these these Annie B's 12 Days of Christmas. And then, of course, when I went on the Jingle Ball, I realized and I noticed that she has a PDF. I'm like, if I know she had a PDF, because I prefer PDF. I mean, I'm happy I got the book, but I prefer PDF. So that's that. And then, so that was my start. And then what else did I stitch on? So I have this. Okay. So what other things did I stitch on? So the grind grid also, grind grid, put a bird on it, and also part of the sale for EJ's for Sunshine Stitchers. I got to hang out with EJ and Candace at Jingle Ball, which was awesome. And so I pulled out my put a bird on it. This is what put a bird on it looks like. And of course, I'm using grind grid for the birds, for the bears, for the grind grid. So I think that's how you call it, grind grid. You know, the football thing where you stitch the bears and the points and all of that stuff. Listen, let me tell you something about me. I am so far behind in those bear points, ain't even funny. When I say I'm so far behind, I don't even know where I did the little book. I have to look for the little book and the points. That's how far behind I am. I have it written down in a little book. And I think I tell you this all the time, right? I haven't touched I haven't touched this one, which I'm gonna touch it when I finish with this one before I start the other one, because I'm almost done. Ooh, I almost lost my little needle. Let me get this needle pinned in here. So this is where I was for the put a bird on it. I had a ball at the ball stitching with the ladies. I met up in a room. I think it was called it was called Needle Droppers Anonymous. Fun group, had a blast. And I started stitching, and this is where I am. I am like 400 and something stitches to finish. Yes. So as you can tell, I don't have my board, I'm so sorry. But as you can tell, I finished this one up. I've definitely finished these birds, and I just need to finish this. Once I finish this here, I just have to put the 2025 right here, and then I will be completely finished. So I am super, super, super excited about finishing this. Super, super, super excited about finishing this. I know I have, and then I have to count. And then I have to count to see how much stitches I have to finish for the bears, and then we're gonna go from there. And then because then I also have to count the stitches for the Texans to then, because this is the ones for the Texans, and they have been doing good. They have been doing good. This is the one for the Texans, and this is where I'm at. So you know I have to work on definitely have to work on this, because I do miss working on this one. I'm super excited about working on this one, because if I can get it finished, I'm looking forward to hanging it in my house. The colors are pretty. I am loving it. Super excited about it. And I am working. I'm sorry, I forgot to give the information for this one. This is a 32 count vintage mocha Lugana, and I am working this 1/1 using Mo Sale silk and Be Stitch Me silk. So it's coming along gorgeous. I am really excited to finish it up and get it framed, because this is one that I am going to frame myself, and I already have the frame for it. So yes. And that is all for what I've been working on. So then let me tell you what happened. We're doing the 12 weeks of Christmas. So me in collaboration with Dawn of Enchanting Stitches had decided that we were going to do 12 weeks of Christmas, to do a 12-week countdown. And, every week we had picked up a project and to count down to Christmas. Well, what happened? And instead of the 12 days, we were doing 12 weeks. So what happened was that for this, when I packed my stuff to come here, I thought I packed Frosty Drinks, which was last week's pick, and I didn't. So since I didn't, I had this one here called Home for the Holidays, which was part of that the Stitch and Sip 2024 from Primrose Cottage, and I decided to start it as a substitute. So I started it. It's Home for the Holidays. I'm stitching it in a 25 count mushroom Lugana by Witchell, and this is where I'm at. And I'm hoping I get to finish it, and I'm hoping they of course they give you the fabric. So I'm gonna try to see if I can finish it like that. If I don't get to finish it like that, I'm gonna see if I can frame it, or I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I get to finish it. But yeah, this is where I'm at, and it's a pretty. I think. Honestly, I wasn't feeling good. The weather was changing. My body was hurting. It's still hurting, but I'm hoping that I can do some more stitches, even if it's to finish what I've started. yeah, I'm not stressing myself out anymore. I am trying to see if I can make some plans, and I'm hoping that I can share those plans for you for next year. When I get home, I do know sometime in January, because that's when everybody does a WIP parade. Sometime in January, I will be doing a WIP parade for you all, because I did one last year and you guys seem to enjoy it. So I'm hoping I can do one. I do have plans for next year. One of the things that I am planning to do is a no by 2026, and I'm going to share that one with you too. But let's do the Christmas. Let's do the Christmas wheel. I have 3 things done. Oh wait, frosty drinks needs to. I forgot to I forgot to delete frosty drinks. Let me edit this. Hold on a second, because I forgot to delete frosty drinks. Okay, so I have 2 of them left, which is Winter Village and Santa's House. And I'm going to be very honest with you. Let's hope it's Santa House. It's going to have to be Santa's House, even though I'm spinning, because I don't have Winter Village with me. So it's going to be Santa's House. Yay! I have Santa's House with me because I do not have I do not have Village with me, Winter Village. So with that being said, let me give you the Jingle Ball recap. I am so excited about it. So I have my little bit notes. I have my little bit of, yes, I did, see, Jingle Ball notes. I'm going to get myself some stickers and stick it. And so on Friday, I went looking for rooms, because I do the rooms, and I ended up going onto the one room called Needle Droppers Anonymous. And the reason why I went into that one was because first I went into a couple of them, and there were a few, like I went onto 1, 2, and a couple of them, and they had so much people in them that it just said over limit, so it won't allow me in. And then I found Needle Droppers Anonymous, and because I'm always losing my needles, like I'm always dropping and losing my needles, I thought that's what it meant. So I went in there, and sure enough, it had a nice group in there. Candace the 614 Stitcher was in there. EJ from Sunshine Stitches was in there, and then there were a couple other floss tubers down there that I had the awesome pleasure of meeting. So let me see. ACO WIP was in there. ACCIO WIP, which was Erica and Kevin, which I'm looking forward to meeting them on FlossTube, because I met them. Awesome couple. They had me cracking up. Stitching in Peach Pajamas. She hadn't stitched. She said she hadn't put up a FlossTube in a while, but she was gonna put one up. So I'm looking forward to looking at her stitches, at her video. And then that day, which is Friday, is when I stitched 557 stitches and put a bird on it. And then I went into that same evening, I went into another after everybody went, because I went in late, and then that same evening when everybody signed out, because people were tired because they had gone to work and then came home from work, and then they went on thing. So that same evening, like around 12 o'clock in the night, I went into another room, which is called the 24-hour cross stitch, and it was a 24-hour cross stitch. And I did meet a couple other people. I met people that were from Brisbane, from the UK, had a blast from there. And one of the ladies gave me an awesome motto for next year, because I was explaining to her I was explaining to her how I was doing a 2026 no buy, so that's what I was buying now. I was buying now, because come December 31st, I was, at 12 midnight, I could not buy any more stuff unless it was needed to complete, to work on my project. And she explained to me that she is doing that right now, and she's doing a just admire it, don't acquire it. And I was like, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I was like, can I borrow? She goes, yes. I said, I'm borrowing it because that's going to be my 2026 motto. So my 2026 motto is just admire it, do not acquire it. I cannot. Now, there are exceptions, because I have holidays. I have Mother's Day. I have my anniversary. I have Valentine's Day. I have my birthday. So for those, I can get gifts. I can get money, and I can buy gifts, which are cross stitching. However, and there's Christmas, and stuff like that. However, I can't just say, oh, I'm going to go to the LNS and buy a kit, or I'm going to go on 123 Stitch and buy a gift, or I'm going to order from an LNS. No. Or I'm going to go on XD and buy a pattern. No, I can't do that. I can only, on special occasions, get gifts. But I can, throughout the year, I can admire it, not acquire it, and then I can put it on my wish list. So that is my 2026 motto. If anybody wants to join me, because Pam for Just Keep Stitching is doing it for 4 years. I think she's doing it until 2030, because she's going from her stash. I mean, she's got it a little bit more where if she has Patreon and she has Fabric and a Month or Fabric of the Month or Clubs of the Month, she's keeping them, but she's not just buying to just like Nashville and all of that stuff. Me is, I'm not buying anything. I am not buying anything. I'm just literally using my stash. And the only thing I'm buying is if I need it to complete. If I can't substitute from what I have, I'm going to then just purchase what I need to finish. I'm using this as an incentive to finish my WIPs and use the kits that I already have. And that's basically what the plan is. So anyway, so on the 6th of December, which was Saturday, I went into the Lurkers. There was a Sip and Lurk or something like that. Stitch, Sip and Lurk or something like that. I forgot to write down the name of it. Oh, Stitching, Laughing, and Lurk. And I met the monogamous cross stitcher. I met Mary, which was the FAD needle work needle. She has a store. It's called fadneedlework.com. And then yes, and I met a couple other ladies, and it was very nice to sit down and meet them, and I had a blast with them. And then I wasn't feeling good because I went to bed early. Even my friend Danielle, Deanna, because I even went and I started taking the Liz Matthews, because I did pay for the class for Liz and Matthews, the snow globe class, and I started taking the class, and then I was like, you know what, I'm over this. Good thing Deanna took the class also, because Deanna and I were taking a class. And Diane, my Stitchy friend, my Saturday Stitchy friend for my Saturday Stitch Squad, she took the class also, and she called me, she FaceTimed me, and she was like, are you gonna stitch? And I'm like, I'm too tired, I'm hurting, my body hurt, like my body ached, I'm still hurting, and with the cold and the snow, it's like I'm hurting, but so she was like, you're in bed? I'm like, yeah. She goes, it's not even 9 o'clock. I'm like, I know, I went to bed early on Saturday night, which is weird for me, but I wasn't feeling good. So then on Sunday, I went on I went on the Stitching, Laugh, and Lurk, and I hung out with them for a little while, and then I went to the Needle Droppers Anonymous, because I did some speed dating, and I met a few people. I met Scotty Patotti. I met, I think Deanne, I forgot her last name. I met a few, I met Lindy's husband, I had a blast chatting with him, letting him know thank you, I appreciate it. I wanted him to know that I really appreciated them putting the virtual retreat. I enjoyed it and I had no complaints, because I understand that you can prepare. I mean, yes, there were glitches, you know, but you can prepare for everything and there's always going to be glitch, but all around they did an awesome job and I had no problems with them. And then on the needles droppers, I met another set of, between Stitching Laugh Lurk and needle droppers, I met quite a few floss tubers. I met Cross Stitch Jess, Stitching Scotty, Count Twice, Stitch Once, Stitching the Matrix. I think I met these in needle droppers. I met Fickle Stitches, Stitching with Kids Around, and now Night Owl Stitcher. So some of them have already subscribed to, others I still have to continue looking for them to subscribe to them. So I will admit I had a blast. I was a little sad because there was so much. This was like, I went in 2023 and there wasn't as many rooms as there was this year. And I'm pretty sure that they had so many rooms because they had more people than in 2023. I missed 2024 because I was sick, but and I was hoping that I can meet up with some of the stitchers that I had met in 2023, because like I had met up with Dana of Dana's Stitching the World. I had met up with Jerica for Daybreak Stitcher. I had met up with from Mega Stitchers. What's her name? Malika. I can't remember her name. From Mega Stitchers. I had met up with Stephanie for Stitcher Grove. So I was hoping I could see them in the ball, but it was just so hard to get into some of the stitchy rooms. It was very difficult to get into some of the stitchy rooms. Some of them were because they had like a 200 people cap, so it was hard to get into some of the rooms. But I'm sad I didn't get to see them, but at the same time I think Dana reached out through me through Instagram, and I was happy to know that she was there. And you know, I'm glad that they were there. I'm glad that people were there and attended the viral retreat. How you call it? Yeah, viral retreat and virtual, not viral. Sorry, virtual retreat. And they enjoyed, and I'm looking forward. I am hoping to be able to do the spring one. I'm sad I missed it because everybody was saying how great that the harvest one was, and I was at another retreat, so that's why I wasn't able to go do the virtual one, but I'm hoping I can do the next one, whichever one that is. So that is basically it. And then I'm going to put you on pause because I am going to pull out my haul. I did go on a shopping haul for Jingle Ball, but most of I got like 4 patterns from Tiny Modernist. I really don't feel like sharing, but I got like 4 patterns from Tiny Modernist, and of course I got the little freebie the freebie ornaments that they give you, and I also got the bobble book. So yeah, that's what I got from them. And then I am going to pause this and get my haul, my physical haul, and then we'll go from there. Okay, first thing first, I am going to be participating in my first hands-on design. I am going to be participating in that SAL, that's Stitch Along, Start Along, whatever you want to call it, beginning the 1st of 2026, which I am excited about. So I went on Michael's site and I waited for the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale where they had 40% off online, and I got my DMCs. And when you do that, you can get your DMCs at 40% off. Yes, it's a little tedious, but you know what? I have all the time in the world, so I was able to get my flosses. Yes, I kitted it up. but I was able to get all my flosses. I kitted it up because I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish it up, to finish it, but I kitted it up. So I've got my floss for my salve for the Hade, and I am going to be stitching the glistening wings. This is what it's going to look like. So I'm super excited about that. That's part of the plans. I'm super excited about that. Another part of the plan is I'm going to be going up to meet up my stitchy friend Dawn later on this week, and we're going to be sitting down and stitching and chatting, and then she's going to show me how to stitch on the gridded 28 count. Is it 28 or 25 count even weave, so that I don't slip the stitch and I can do tent, because the plan is 2/1 tent. Let's see how that works. So I'm excited about that. What is the other thing that I got? Well, I got the Mo's sale, and who doesn't love a Mo's sale? Disclaimer, I am not affiliated with Mo's. I just love Mo's silk, and who doesn't love Mo's? I mean, look how gorgeous. And I of course I was I'm making sure that I'm making sure. Oh, Mo's had the bag of random skeins. I think you get 8 skeins for $16 or something like that. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. You get a number of skeins for, like, I forgot how much skeins you get for thing. But these are, I bought 2 bags. I bought 2 bags of skeins, and this is what I got. These are the skeins I got. So some of them I already have, but I'm okay with it because you can never have enough. Look how gorgeous these colors are. I love this yellow one. Which one is this yellow? It's like a greeny yellow. Star of Bethlehem. I love that one. Look at Groovy. Look how cute Groovy is. Oh. And this is called Telegraph Office. And then this one's called Bakery, which is like brown, blue, and green. And then this is called Concolor Fur. This one's called Dancing with Raisins. This one's called Schoolhouse. Look how beautiful this is. This one's called mulled wine. It's stuck on my bracelet. This one's called mulled wine. This one's called Iceberg. I like Iceberg. It's beautiful. It reminds me of Frozen, Elsa. This one's called Foxy. Look how cute Foxy is. Got purples, greens, and reds and fuchsia. This one's called Beet Tomato Salad. It's like a tomato, red and purple and blue. This one's called Chocolate Strawberry Ice Cream. This one's called Diablo Menthol. This one's called Beatnik, and it's blue, like a wine, a tomato, and a green. Winter Sunset. And Spanish Moss. So beautiful, beautiful colors. Really enjoy this. And again, this was, if I'm right, these were the ones that, I have a mess here now. These were for that grab bags. I forgot how much. It was the sale, the Black Friday sale that Mo's had. So I'm happy with that sale. And then Mo's had a mini sale. It was so Mo's has, and if you're interested, I would So just you go to Mo's sale. I'm gonna put the link on the Facebook link. Mo's has like everybody else does, where they have a 12 Advent, where you can do a club, and it's $11 a month, and it includes shipping, and it starts January 1st, and you pay $11 every month, and then in December, when you pay the last invoice in December, she mails it to you. And as a matter of fact, I have it right here, and I am going to be doing a separate video and I'm gonna just unbox the whole thing. I'm not gonna do the one day vlog now. I'm gonna just unbox the whole thing. So we're gonna have fun with unboxing this, right? But she also, because there were a few people who missed it, she did a mini one, which was for $50, and this was the mini one. And I am going to just pull open some stuff, and we're gonna have fun with that. So the first thing I got was, we got little needle minders. So we got a U and a Christmas needle minder. And then I got some seam rippers, because you always need seam rippers. You can never have enough seam rippers. And then I got I don't know if this is pearl cotton or if this is thread. I don't know what this is, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful red. I don't know if this is, because it looks like it's a hank of cotton. Because this looks like it's a hank of cotton. Because you can thing it. Look, see? And it's six strand. It looks like it's a hank of red. It's gorgeous. It's a beautiful Christmas red. Beautiful Christmas red. I could use this, especially if it's a hank of Christmas red thread. I could definitely use this. And then there were two skeins of snowy dawn cotton, because this is cotton. So there was two skeins of snowy dawn cotton, which is gorgeous, because you know it's purple, so I love it. But I could see me using this on one of my fancy ladies, or one of my color conversions. And then there was a scan of this one called Night of Christmas, so I could see me using this on one of the Christmas. And then here we go. There was a hank of the Hound of Baskerville silk. Gorgeous. And then there was another hank of silk called Cupidon, which is gorgeous, because it's almost like a pinky red orange. It's like a pink, because it looks red orange, but it's got a shade of pink if you could look at it right there. So let me see. Let me put it behind a white to see if maybe you can see the pink in it. The pink that I see. There's the pink. See the pinky? Love it, love it, love it. So that's two hanks. So you know she sells the hanks for $20 each. So this alone is $40. So we already know it was worth. We already know it was worth the $50, because the mini box was $50. She no longer has any more, but you know, because then we got the mini box, and then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 skeins of silk floss. So we got this one called the Pines. We got this one called, which I'm in love with this one, called Mrs. Claus. I'm in love with this one. We have this one called Above and Beyond, which is like a light to a dark to a purple to a light. Again, loving this one. It's called Above and Beyond. We've got this one called Prune. Loving this one. We have this one called Lime Pop. This one called Autumn Drive, and I love this one because it's got red, but then it's got that olive green, and then that wine. So yes, it's called Autumn Drive. We have this one called Feeling Blue, which has got that gray and then the blue, aqua, teal, Feeling Blue. And then we've got this one called Flower Power, which is gorgeous, but it reminds me more of autumn than spring, and I might use it in an autumn piece. It's gorgeous. And then the final, and then we got a pair of scissors. And then I got this gorgeous 32 count Lugana fat quarter. Look at this. Isn't this gorgeous? Look how gorgeous this is. Like, I am so in love with this. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She does a beautiful job. Like, I don't know if she dyes or not, but I am so in love with this. This is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I am very, very happy and satisfied with this little $50 mini kit from Moe's that I purchased. And should she ever decide to do another mini kit next year, I will be on board. Well, I have to save all my monies. It was funny because for the past few years, my family asked me, like, what do you want? I'm like, oh, I want a gift certificate from Michael's, or oh, I want a gift certificate from 123 Stitch, or oh, I want a gift certificate from 3 Stitches, which is the lower code LNS, and I never get one, right? So I've decided that from now on, whenever they ask me what do I want, I'm going to tell them I want monies. I want lots of monies. That way, because I mean, yeah, me dropping hints doesn't work. So I'm just going to be blunt about it. Okay, I think that is all for now. I hope you enjoyed this little episode. Stay around for my unveiling of Moe's advent calendar. And remember, every day may not be good, but there's good in every day. And smile, it may be the brightest thing someone saw today. Until next time, bye.